I'm wondering, do you feel like your thoughts or feelings about anything have changed since then? Just kind of like your outlook on it? Or I know there was a few times when I was watching it and then I was like, oh, I wonder like in a couple months, if you're going to listen to this back, how it's going to change. And Alex said the same thing. She was like, I'm curious to see like how you feel.
I think I'm less heartbroken. And I think, I don't know, like the more time that goes by, the more time I have to think about a lot of things within the relationship and things that he did, things that I did. And just a lot of things that at the end of the day, like weren't okay or weren't respectful.
Yeah.
And that's helped me move on. But I think the thing that hasn't changed is like, I still don't and never will have like any hatred or like ill will towards him.
Yeah.
And there's just so many layers to it that people don't understand.
Yeah.
And they never will unless like that's his story to tell. And like if he ever wants to explain certain things, then of course like he should be able to do that. But I just never ever want to see anyone be talked down to like publicly or be bashed on. It's just, I've been there. It's not a great feeling. And, like that'll never change for me, but definitely like, looking back on it and questioning myself a lot and blaming myself for things, I think that's shifted a bit.
Yeah.
And I think that, the more time that goes by, like who knows, in a few years, I might just look at the entire thing in a completely different light than I do now.
Yeah.
But it is still pretty fresh. Like you said, it's been 2 months and it's been, a good 2 months for me. A lot of learning, realizations.
Yeah.
Just a lot of like, just self-love trying to be done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that it takes longer than 2 months. So we'll see.
No, it definitely takes time. And I love what you were saying. Like, I feel like your guys' relationship had so many levels to it. Like you guys have been through a lot together and like, there's almost like not a trauma bond, but almost like there is a trauma bond
for
there
sure
for you guys. And I feel like a lot of people forget that was a thing. So if people are like, why did she stay or why, like you're being too nice, which I did think you were being too nice, but I knew it was fresh. So it was fine. But there is like such, like there is such a deeper level and you two really went through a lot together.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. And
no, we were definitely attached. Like I won't speak for him. I was definitely attached.
Yeah.
So I think when the breakup was happening, I think I've come to the realization when I was getting broken up with, I remember just feeling so terrified, like just so scared.
Yeah.
Instead of heartbroken. And I think that's because of the attachment. I think I was so scared. I just remember thinking like, oh my God, what is my life about to look like?
Yeah.
Where do I go from here? Like, how do I navigate life without him?
Fear of the unknown.
Yeah. Like, because I pictured, not only were we together for so long, but I pictured the rest of my life with him.
Yeah.
So when that just disappeared, it's scary. I just was like, oh my gosh, what's life going to be like now? Or where do I go from here? And how do I navigate this? How do I navigate this whole world on my own?
Yeah.
Because I feel like he was always like my life jacket in a way.
Yeah.
Because I've never been in this space by myself.
Yeah.
I went from
so true.
Just being like a normal girl that no one knew about to overnight.
Yeah.
Going through all of this craziness and us being in a relationship since then.
Yeah.
So it was just scary. And I think a lot of relationships that when you're together for so long, you do just become so attached to one another. I mean, naturally. And like, that's okay. But it's okay to a certain extent because you just want to make sure you're not losing yourself along the way. And you still need to have your independence.
Yeah.
And I think I let go of that a little bit.